What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This week we're gonna do Xbox consoles. So we're gonna rank pretty much all the Xbox consoles, the mainline consoles, for Xbox, from the Xbox original to Xbox Series. So let's start off this list. So what we got here is that the original. We're just gonna do the top row. These other ones, like, they're pretty much the exact same as the ones in the top row. So we got the Xbox, we got the Xbox 360E, which came out after the Xbox 360S. We got the Xbox One, we got the Xbox Series S, we got the Xbox Series X, we got the Xbox Series. We got the Xbox One, we got the Xbox One S, we got the Xbox One X, we got the Xbox Series X, and then we got the Xbox Series S. So yeah, and these ones are just different colors of these, like, yeah. So yeah, let's get going on this list. So we're going to start off with the original Xbox, the one that started it all. Now, I don't know if this one was a popular console, because this one came out around the same time as the Nintendo GameCube and the PlayStation 3. No, PlayStation 2, not PlayStation 3. PlayStation 2. And obviously PlayStation 2 completely dominated both of them by a long margin. Like, the PlayStation 2 is the most popular console of all time. Like, the best-selling console of all time. And obviously it completely dominated them. And I think GameCube also was better than the Xbox, to be honest. Like, selling wise, like, obviously, like, the Xbox was not really well known. Microsoft was not really well known for their consoles as much as Sony and Nintendo around this time. So I don't know if I don't know, man. Xbox and if I do a controller list, the controller is pretty clunky. It's not the best controller, but it started off the series. It obviously improved as time gone on, but I'm gonna put it probably in the C tier, to be honest. Like, I don't think it's the best of the best, but I don't think it's the worst. Like, I think I know a console that's worse than this one, but yeah. Then we get the Xbox One S. Xbox 360S, not the Xbox One. The Xbox 360S, and this one was a huge leap from the Xbox, to be honest. Like, this might be, I don't know if the Wii sold better than this, but this one might be better than the PlayStation 3. Like, that's a debate for the Xbox 360 being better than the PlayStation 3. That's such a debate. But the Xbox 360 significantly did better. Like, this era Xbox 360 did significantly better than the Xbox. Like, I think these are easily, like, one of the best for sure. But where do I rank Xbox? Where do I rank the Xbox 360? Because it has many features that a certain other console does not have. Like, it has a ton of gigabyte. People still buy Xbox 360 to this day. The controller is fantastic. It might be the best Xbox controller to this date. I think it might be. Yeah. Actually, it's a debate between this and the PlayStation 3. It's very close for which one is better. Yeah. It has 5 USB ports on, like, it has 5 USB ports. It has Ethernet. I don't know which one is better. I'm gonna put it in the A tier. I personally prefer the white style look. The white looks way better on the Xbox 360, in my opinion. Like, the black, not too bad. It's not that bad, but the white looks way better. Like, to be honest, the main problem I have with the Xbox 360 though is Kinect. That's my main problem. If Kinect did not exist, this would be S tier. Kinect was an idea that failed. Like, they try to implement what the Nintendo Wii did, and same with PlayStation Move. They try to implement what the Nintendo Wii did because that's a success and put it into their own. But it did not sell as well. The Wii was better. Like, the Wii was just flat out better and more responsive than Kinect. Like, Kinect was not that crazy at all. They also put it in the Xbox One, but they took it out completely. Like, they scrapped it out completely after like a year or a year or so. Like, so I feel like A is good. It would have been S tier if Kinect did not exist. Then we get the Xbox 360E, and who would buy this console? I literally know 0 people that say, "Hey, I got a new Xbox 360E, like, and I'm gonna play in it." The only reason why people would buy the Xbox 360E is to have a collection. Like, you could get an Xbox 360S pretty much for the exact same price. But obviously at the time, but nowadays, the E is like very cheap. Like you can get it for like $20. Like it's very cheap. The only reason why I would own this is for a collection, dude. Like it really, like there's no need. Just get an Xbox 360S. It's way better. You pretty much all the exact same features are on the Xbox 360 are on the Xbox 360S. Minus what's in the E. Minus that less storage, like a lot less storage. It's like the Nintendo Wii U with storage. Less storage, less USB ports. Like I think it doesn't use HDMI, which is just why doesn't Xbox, like it doesn't even use HDMI. It came out the same year that the Xbox One came out. No HDMI at all. So like it's not HD. They used the AV in 2013. So like I can't, bro. Like I can't put it. I can't put it higher than that. Like no one will own this. It's pretty much just a cash grab of a console that like nobody bought. Really, they're still probably in store just for people to buy as a collection. Like just get the Xbox 360S. Like I'm thinking about copying an Xbox 360, but I'll get the S. I'll get the S any day. Over the E. Then we get the Xbox One, and this one, oh my gosh, this was a success. Obviously, it didn't dominate like the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 easily was the best console of this generation. But this one was better than the Wii U. The Wii U was easily the worst. It's not even close. The Wii U sold terribly. But this console, it has some very underrated features that are not in the PlayStation 4. Like obviously, Xbox, though you can record, you can use it as a capture card if you wanted to. Like it has an input and an output for HDMI. It obviously has a many USB ports. Like there's a lot of features in the Xbox One that like it's unique, dude. I owned one, and I'm proud. Like it's really good. It's a really good console. Yeah, I think the Xbox One is probably top tier. Like. Yeah, it's top tier. I would say it's top tier. The white one, I don't know. I think the black looks better for the Xbox One than the white. To be honest, like it's close. They're both top tier still, but like I would personally prefer the black look. It looks more better. If it was just all white, the controls all white, like the Xbox 360 with like gray and stuff. Yeah, that would probably be ahead of it, but nah. The black just does not look well with the white. And then we get the Xbox Series S, and I know people bought it. Obviously, people bought it. They improved they improved it from 1080p. I think was it 1080p or it might be a little bit higher to like 1440p. It's not 4K. It's not 4K yet, but 1440p. I would buy this console if you can't get an Xbox Series X to this day. You get an Xbox Series S or Xbox One S or X, because I mean the Xbox Series is so hard to find, and obviously the S is out there, but it doesn't have 4K graphics. Like we'll get to the S very soon though, but yeah, Xbox Series is a really good console. Where do I rank this actually? It's a really good console. But I don't think it's as popular as the next couple, though. Like, I don't know if it's as popular as the Xbox 360. Obviously, it's not, actually. But as a console, I don't know. I remember when this thing first came out in, like, 2017. I don't know where I'd rank this, actually. This one might be B tier. Yeah, it's B tier. I really don't know where to put the Xbox Series S. Like, it's a good console. Like, it's definitely a huge jump from the Xbox. But, I don't know, man. And then the Xbox Series, Xbox 360X. I can't speak. Xbox One X. Sorry, Xbox One X. Which came out very late. This came out like the year before the Xbox Series was announced. Probably. Or released, yeah. But if you can't buy an Xbox Series X, you get an Xbox One X. Because it has 4K features. It has 4K features, has pretty much the exact same features that are on the Xbox One, but a little bit more, obviously more 4K. Although it took out like you can't play DVDs or anything like that, like the Xbox One. But who uses DVDs? It doesn't have a CD port, so you have to buy all your games digitally, and it doesn't have as, I mean, it has storage. It has a lot more storage than the Xbox Series S for sure. Xbox One S and Xbox Series S. But yeah, I would put this probably top tier as well. Like, I think it's probably top tier. I would put it top tier. I think I'm gonna put it probably. I'm gonna put it below the Xbox One. Xbox Series X. I own this one. Currently right now, I own an Xbox Series X. It's right on my desk. This thing's a lot smaller than it looks. Like, people think it's like huge, but it's a lot smaller than you think it is. But where do I rank this thing? It's very hard to find. That's my main problem. I mean, obviously it's not Microsoft's fault. It's just the store. I mean, I guess you can blame it for like not putting out more consoles. Like, you still see Xbox Series S's on the shelves, but you rarely see Xbox Series X. It's not selling well because you don't see it on the shelves, bro. Like, people would obviously cop it. It's very expensive though, but it has some features that the PlayStation 5 does not have. For instance, 1 terabyte of storage on an Xbox. Yeah, that's amazing for this thing. And you can have more storage. That's amazing for this thing. Also, 4K graphics. You can backwards compatibility with every single Xbox One game. Yeah, I wish it went below that, but PlayStation does not do that. Pretty much has the same features in the Xbox One as the Xbox One from the Xbox One into this console with new generation. People still play Xbox One games, but yeah, this one will probably be top tier. I'm gonna put it probably. Honestly, it has a debate to be better than Xbox One, but the fact that it doesn't sell as much as Xbox One, I gotta put it below that. And then the Xbox Series S. I mean, for the price for this console, it's very underrated. Like, I think this console is probably the most underrated console to this date because more people should buy it. To be honest, like, people should, if you don't like, I get that you want 4K graphics. But it doesn't matter if you're using it doesn't matter if you're using like a monitor or something like that. Like, you have to get a TV for that as well. Just get an Xbox Series S. Yes, it has less storage. Yes, you can't use CDs or anything like that. It has to be all digitally. But it's very light and very easy to carry around. Like, this Xbox One is so clunky and big. It's a brick, bro. But the Xbox Series, S is so light. Like, this, it's very small. Like, it's not clunky like the Xbox 360, like even the Xbox One S. Like they're very easy to hold. So I'm gonna put it probably in the A tier. That's an A tier console. I want to put it above the 360. Yeah. So yeah, that is my final ranking, guys. To be honest, I would probably put the Xbox One S up there, and yeah, that's my final list. Yeah, there's no tiers average. No thing is in the middle. I think Xbox is the most average console, and Xbox 360E is the worst for sure, and then obviously A and S. Yeah. So this is my final list, guys. Yeah, I will do PlayStation in the future. Now I will do Nintendo in the future, but I plan on starting with Xbox to start off. But yeah, guys, that's my list. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. We are out.